If you notice this one, so like for us, as I said yesterday, for 20 MCQs, what is the time period, Hari, they have given? We have been calculated, correct, yesterday? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, approximately we have a 20 MCQs in science exam. So we are expecting the maximum time duration if you have taken 45 minutes actually. So that is what you can spend. Like 1 mark if you calculated the time average. But here you see 45 minutes and 40 MCQs they are giving. So approximately like 1 mark, 1 minute only. But we are getting almost double time, more than double time for the same thing. So imagine the situation, how fast, how effectively we people can do in the exam. So coming to the first question, they have given four biological processes are listed. So one is digestion, excretion, nutrition, and respiration. Which processes are characteristics of all living organisms? That's what they are saying. Anybody? Yes, please. So it's a very simple question and it's a very beautiful question also. So they're asking which processes are characteristics of all the living organisms they're saying. If you see the options alone, you'll easily catch the answer. Anyone? Sure. Any one of you? Call to your friends, those are options. Make it fast. Yes, please. All of you. So very simple. So you can see here, all of you. So we are having a different steps in the process of nutrition. Anybody can tell in animals. So there is a different steps in the nutrition. Any one of you? Totally 5 steps are there. Any one of you? First step, first chapter,
Ingestion.
ingestion. Next,
Digestion.
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 Next,
Absorption.
absorption. Next,
Assimilation.
Assimilation.
assimilation. Assimilation. Next, next
Digestion.
is the what? Digestion. So this is what I want to make you. So digestion. So this is what basically, if you have noticed it, digestion is the one of the step in the what? Nutrition process. In the animals or plants, of course, everybody's nutrition. So digestion is the one of the step in the nutrition process. It's not the characteristics of living organism. So, but that is the only one which is different from here. So if you have been noticed it, which process are characteristics of all living organism? Now you observe and tell me what is the answer. Anybody? Remaining thing you take it. Nutrition in humans, nutrition in plants. That is the characteristic property. Next one, excretion. Excretion in plants, excretion in animals, that respiration in plants, respiration in animals. That is life process, biological process. So now what is the answer? Anybody? Option?
Option D.
Option D. So that is what excretion, nutrition, and respiration only. Such a good question it is, you can see. So of course, digestion is also there for us. That's what I want. 1 second, I also forgot it. So digestion is a step of nutrition. It's not a biological process. It's not the characteristics of living organism. It's the name of the process. Sorry, name of the one of the step of nutrition. So that's what you have to remember. So please remember it and make it. Next, this is 9th class question. Just if you want to brush up, you can remember. Nothing wrong in that. So which row shows the features of a plant cell they are saying? So plant cell membrane surrounding the cell wall surrounding the cell membrane, and vacuoles are present. So this is what it is. Anybody? From 9th class, you might be remember plant cell and animal cell, you might be studied. Of course, here also you have animal cell, that plant cells. So any one of you?
Please.
Yes. Cell wall is
Option
surrounded by
D.
what? Cell membrane is not surrounding the cell wall. Always who will be surrounding? Cell wall is surrounding the cell membrane. So options A and C, I can avoid it because cell membrane surrounding the cell wall, not cell wall surrounding the cell membrane. So option B or D will come. So next one, vacuole is present or absent in plant cells? Vacuoles
Present.
present. So option B is the correct one. That's all. Option B. Clear everyone? All of you? Next, this is the most important question which is related to you now. So this is you all can see it's a different like amoeba we used to study this one, but here there is a different system. So now diagram 1 represents a solution of a glucose which has had some protein molecules added. Diagram 2 represents the result after 4 hours. Do you all remember amoeba? Whenever the pseudopodia forms, if you have been taken, whenever the pseudopodia forms, the food molecule will go inside. It has been immediately attacked by the enzymes so that the food will be breaking. After 1 hour or after certain period of time, the food will be keep on distributed throughout the amoeba. Am I right, Hari? Do you remember all of you this process? Please respond, guys. Yes, please. Anybody, you want to
Yes,
show
sir.
me that again? If you want to show me, I will show you. Do you all remember or not? I want to know, all of you. So we are having
Yes.
amoeba, 5 stages of amoeba, we are having it. What is the stages of amoeba? That process, food processes. Nutrition in animals, amoeba, we have studied. What is the first one? Ingestion. Second one is what? Digestion. Third one is absorption. Fourth one is assimilation. And last, sixth one is what? Sixth one is
Digestion.
digestion. So amoeba also same like that. It will eat the food and enzymes entering the food vacuoles and digested food diffuses out. Amoeba started growing, assimilation, undergo next digestion and undigested food will come. The same way here, there is a protein molecule. So you can see here glucose molecule and protein molecule. Now, solution of glucose which has had some protein molecules added. Diagram 2 represents the result after 4 hours. Now, what is this process they are asking? Anybody? Same principle. Third principle, the third step, absorption, what is happening in the amoeba? Same principle here happen. Anybody remember the third figure in amoeba? If you put a word there, there is a word you have written in amoebas. Anybody? Digested food will go something. Anyone? Third step.
Sir, diffuse.
Yes, sir. That is what. Digested food diffuses out. So what will happen? The food will be surrounded by, attacked by the enzymes so that the food will be undergoes, understand? The food vacuole digested, it will be enzymes entering the food vacuoles. So it will be breaking. So then the food will be, digested food will be diffuses out. That is only the same process here. So now what will happen? The proteins are, you can see, high concentration to low concentration. It will be distributed. So which process is responsible for this? Everybody. Which process is responsible? Everybody. Absorption, diffusion, digestion, osmosis. What is the name of the process?
Diffuse.
Diffusion. So please remember, very, very important, good question it is. Next, which smaller molecule is used to make proteins? This is also we have. Proteins we are getting from something which is known it as
Amino
Amino
acids.
acid.
amino acids. This is there in the NCRT. I want to know the page number. I forgot. Anybody knows? Anybody says?
86, sir.
Yes, Hari?
Page number 86.
Page number 86. Please, all of you look into that. Paragraph also say, Hari. Let them know and let them read. The way you need to read will decides what you are in the exam. So please remember. How fast he is saying sees that. That will reflect the quality of preparation. So please make it. Mr. Swadhan, are you there? In the meeting, I want no response. Still absentees are
Yes,
there.
sir.
Call them. Make it fast. Somebody call to Ashik. Many people are there. Call them, everybody. Still, we have 40 minutes, no problem. Make it fast. Call to Noor and Sanjay and Kaushik. Okay, everybody. What is the page number? Hurry, paragraph, tell them. Let them learn. Next. When an apple is cut, the cut surface quickly turns brown. This is due to the enzymes action. Which action destroys the enzymes? Everybody, this is also we have. Everybody will experience this one. As soon as the apple is exposed to the surroundings, you might be notice it will start turning into brownish color. Am I right? Of course, we used to say it is the corrosion reaction. Generally, if you want to say simply, it is a corrosion reaction. Now, what will happen? Anybody? So what action, which action destroys the enzymes? This is a general, your mother, your father, or you yourself, you can do the tip. So this is prevention from corrosion. You all knows that. It's an enzyme action, which is reacting with oxygen. So to prevent that, you have to put it where? Brushing the cutting surface with a strong sugar solution, cutting the apple into smaller pieces, placing the cut apple in boiling water, placing the cut apple in cold water. So where we have to put it? Anybody? To prevent the enzymes reaction. Enzymes are not active at high temperatures, at least now. Anybody?
Boiling water.
Option C.
Boiling water. So please make it. So this is what corrosion preventing method in apple. If you want to pre-make it, as soon as if you cut it, if you put at least normal boiling water, just hot water, so that will be very good. It is okay. Make it fast. Mr. Pugal, understand?
Yes, sir.
Next question. Yeah. So by seeing this, again, you people can understand. Immediately your mind should remember some figure. Anybody can tell? See that such a figure, but this figure is not there in the book. But this is the one of the major tissues in the plants where you can it transport the something. Anybody? No. Transportation of yes, please. This figure you know people. What is the figure? Any one of you? Xylema, Manikandan. That's what your problem, Manikandan. Right. Xylem transports only water, Manikandan. But here, what is transporting? Similar thing, plants we have. Anybody? Phloem. That is what I say. See, that's a reason. So the here same thing. The diagram shows the arrangement of part of the small intestine and the capillaries. Capillaries. Now, what does arrow X represents? Small food molecules and ions, undigested food. Undigested food will goes from small intestine to whom, guys? Undigested food will goes from small intestine to
Large intestine.
large intestine. Yes or no? So now, a digested food, small food molecules will goes from small intestine to through the surface area, larger surface area, finger-like projections. What is that? Call it as everybody's
Villi.
villi. So now, what does arrow X represents? Absorption, digestion, ingestion, osmosis. Anyone? It is the what? Absorption. This is also there, the direct statement in our book. Anybody page number with the paragraph fastly means people can identify. Similar principle where it will be. Phloem. Phloems carries the digested food, sorry, product produced food in the leaves to the storage part of the plant. That is what I says. In this, why I am saying you this? Like this, there is some supportive cells to the phloem. What is the cells? Call it as? Anybody?
Companions.
Companion cells, which will help to fill the water, pressurize the water to carry the food. That is what. So what is X absorbs? Paragraph number, page number. Anybody? Digestion, you can see that. If you find it, please let me know, all of you. Hasini, call to Hasin. Somebody call to Sri Ramra. Ashik, Danishkar, Reddy. Page number 86, paragraph number 3. Aishwarya is saying, have you find it? Everybody? Page number 86, you can see here. Page number 86, paragraph number 3, she is saying. Okay, next. Which chemical can be identified using lime water? Lime water. It's a chemistry and it's a very simple and easiest question. Lime water. What is lime water? Anybody? Lime water.
CaOH.
CaOH.
Calcium hydroxide. Lime water. Also we can call it as a what? Which lime?
Slaked
Slaked
lime.
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 Slaked lime.
We can say slaked lime. So by slaked lime we can find which gas, which chemical compound.
Carbon dioxide.
By passing some compound, it will turn up into milky. At least now. Anybody?
Carbon
Carbon dioxide.
dioxide.
Yes. Carbon dioxide. Next. What is the equation for aerobic respiration? Fastly. See, I told you now again the same figure. Figure number, page number. Anybody? NCRT.
Eight,
Figure number, page
eight,
number. Make it fast. Page
88,
88.
sir.
88. Do it fast that. Aerobic respiration. What is the equation? Everybody. Arey Radu. Aerobic respiration equation. You see that and tell me. That's what. Nothing else they are asking.
B.
Option?
Option B.
Option
B.
B. Okay. Option B. Glucose plus oxygen gives you carbon dioxide plus water. Next. This is a really good question. By reading this question itself, you can say, if you are having a biology classworks, you can open the notebook and you can say aerobic respiration, but it will takes place on athletes. And athletes means immediately you have to remember that. What will happen, everybody? Athletes, aerobic or anaerobic respiration. You might be remember
Yes.
that. Yes?
Uh,
Yeah. So when an athlete prepares for the start of a, sprint, what is this? Sprint race, excitement causes the concentration of adrenaline in the blood to increase. What effect does adrenaline have on the blood glucose concentration on the heart rate of the athlete? Anybody? Adrenaline hormone. While teaching, also I have taught you this. Any one of you? Yes,
Both
blood
increases.
glucose concentration. Blood glucose concentration increases or decreases? Increases.
Increases.
What is the purpose? By the time we need more energy or less energy. Rate of reaction increases. More energy or less energy. We need more
More.
energy. Understanding? So that our body needs to do the respiration process very faster. So that heart rate also increases because required oxygen need to supply and blood sugar level is also increases. Glucose concentration also increases. That is what we will obtain the extra energy during that. That is what. Next. Our diagram shows onion bulb supported above water in a glass jar. Light is sh- Light is shown onto one side of the jar only. The bulb has been left for a few days in a laboratory. This is by reading this question and seeing the figure immediately, mind should say some tropism. Any one of you?
hydrotropism.
Phototropism or geotropism?
Hyd. Geo.
Geotropism or phototropism? Already it is kept in a water, Manikandan. Hydrotropism venda. You have to notice it, what they're saying. The bulb, one side of the jar only. That is what? The light is shown onto the one side of the jar only. Now the bulb has been left for a few days in a laboratory. Now what is the question they are asking? Which tropic responses have caused the roots to grow as they now appear? See that. They are going away from the light or towards the light, away from the light or towards to the light. Light is coming from this side and the roots are going, see, roots are going away from it or towards to it?
Away from it.
Away from it. So what is the tropism it is? What is the tropism?
Phototropism.
Phototropism. Away from the light means it is attracting towards the some other thing. Anybody? Light roots are growing towards the what, guys? Roots are always grows towards the what?
Gravity.
Towards the
Gravity.
gravity and away from the light. So now what is the option? They are moving first away from the light. That is confirmed. Then roots will grow always towards the gravity. So what is the correct option? Anybody?
C, sir.
Option
Option
C.
C.
Please learn. Figure-based questions is very easy if you are having a good clarity. We all knows that geotropism means example what? Growing of root. That is what first thing. Then negative phototropism. What is the example? Anybody? Negative phototropism. Remember and tell me what is the example for negative phototropism? Anybody? Growing of roots only, correct, Amma? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's what. Then what else is there? Nothing else is there. So that's what towards the gravity away from the light. Next one. The diagram shows a section through a flower. For a recent paper, we have got this similar diagram. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That's what it is. Bangalore Sahodaya, this came. So what are the correct labels and functions for the parts X and Y of the flower? See, majority of the questions, whenever me time permits, I'm going through that. Whichever the PDF I feels, most of the questions has been similar to our present Bangalore Sahodayas or our requirement. That is what is we are going to do it. Nothing else. See the questions, how beautiful it is. So that's what it is. See, what is the specialty of these questions, guys? Question is very simple, first thing, but makes us always confused in an exam because question looks very big. And another thing, it will be like a big paragraph, like we are not having patience to read. So that is the major drawback of many failures. So please try to overcome it. You all knows the answer. The thing is, if I ask directly, you will say the answer. But in the form of expanded view, that is what CBQ, you are not able to answer. That's all. Make it fast. The diagram shows a section through a flower, X and Y. Finish it fast. You can identify it. X is a what? First name it before going to that. X is a what? Flower,
Petal.
flower diagram, page number, flower page number. I want it. Make it fast. Flower page number, please. Biology.
120, sir.
120. Keep NCRT with you. Run. Start running. I said, you have to run. So page number 150. X is a what? Everybody. Petals.
Petal.
Next. Y is a what? This is the female one. This is a what?
Anther.
Anther. Anther. Male reproductive system. That is what. So now, what are the correct labels and functions for the part X and Y of the flower? What is the petals? What is the petals? For pollination, they will attract the insects and all. So that is the purpose. So sir, petals. Petals, what is that? Attracts the whom? Petals attracts the whom, guys? Attracts the insects.
Insect.
Next. Second one. Anther. Anther produces whom?
Pollen grain.
Male gametes. Male gametes call it as. Male gametes call it as pollen grains.
Pollen grain.
Yeah, that's all. Next. The diagram shows the female reproductive system. This is the most important question which you all need to learn. So this is not, you might be remember, a question which will speaks about the female reproductive system. When female reproductive system is like this, you all remember the fallopian tube say, everybody can answer. This is the original, like we can say, the diagram from the original female reproductive system. So you cannot notice it. So how the things will be there. Okay. So now you see, the diagram shows the female reproductive system. In which structure does the fertilization normally happens? Which structure fertilization happens normally? See that everything looks confusing. So anybody? Just figure is ulta, nothing else. You don't need to worry. Which structure
B.
fertilization occurs? That's what is
B.
basic
A.
draw. Yes. So basically, where the fertilization occurs, everybody?
Fallopian.
Where the fertilization occurs, everybody? Fallopian tubes. That's all correct. All of you. Where the fertilization occurs, Amma? Fallopian tubes only correct, Amma. So fallopian tubes. So what is another name of fallopian tubes? Anybody?
Oviduct.
Oviduct.
Oviducts. That's all. So which part is representing here? Oviducts. Option.
B.
Option B. That's all. Okay. So option B. Clear? Next. This is regarding, by seeing this question, immediately you have to remember the question. What is that? Regarding which chapter? Our environment. Promisely, I'm saying I never read the question. By seeing the figure itself, I understand it is the our environment question. What is the reason? Green plants is there, microorganisms is there, animals is there, and atmospheric carbon dioxide is there. That is the reason. So which two labeled arrows represents respiration? That is all. Our environment, of course, life process also will comes. So anybody? Yes, please. Because greenhouse gases are releasing, atmospheric microorganisms are involving green process and life process also. So what is the question now?